Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So the European Judo Championships for under 23, that happened. I didn't know this was happening. I was waiting for the Tokyo Grand Slam, but this just came out of nowhere. Found some really nice IPPONS, and I thought I would share those with you guys today. Georgia came out on top for this competition, taking 3 gold medals and 1 bronze. So there's quite a lot of Georgian judo in this video. Georgians, man, just so strong, so dominant in judo, regardless of age. How about this IPPONS Hiroinage though? I think Koga would be impressed with this one. And this guy here, Maddaloni from Italy, he ended up taking a silver medal, just losing out to Kapananidze in the final. How about this for a Sode? There's some really good Sodes in this video too. Leg on the outside, which is interesting. A lot of the big Sode players in Japan definitely like to have their feet, both feet, between their opponent's legs. Good counter here. Off the kind of the Taotoshi, a weak Taotoshi by white, and blue just capitalizing on it. This Taotoshi, this was in the final at plus 100s. How about that from Demitrashvili? And now the cool thing on JUDOTV, which I saw, is they had a left side and a right side camera. Now usually they have front, back, but this is the first time I've seen left and right, so that was kind of interesting. Hopefully we'll see that for, you know, Grand Slams, all the more high level competitions, and I'll definitely show you guys some really cool angles when I get to see the footage. Just going off the wrong side here. I mean, white gets the score, but I'm not sure if this was intentional. I think blue may be trying to escape or get out of it. Now this is really interesting. I want to show you guys this. So this is, you know, your traditional kosotogake. A lot of people do it just like this, getting in really tight. Now blue, definitely a right-handed player here, so going right foot, right hand in that direction, but this one here, white's definitely a left-handed player, but goes right hand over the top and then attacking with the left leg. Kind of turns it from a kosoto into some kind of a pickup. Maybe even just ashibarai. Just so close though it doesn't look like a traditional ashibarai, but it's a really unique way to do it. You're seeing a lot these days, people are doing unorthodox things. Ouchigari on the sleeve side, kosoto with the opposite hand up around the head. People are doing all sorts of stuff, which is great to see. And how about this for a counter? You can definitely see white initiating a lot of this, tried the pickup. So I definitely think just blue kind of got lulled into doing that uchimata a little bit. And how about this for an ashibarai? It's really good when you get that back foot. Boom! Flat on his back. He's pretty ecstatic about it as well. This one, beautiful technique in the final. The 1 gold medal by Azerbaijan. Yoko Otoshi into the Kesagatame. This next one, pretty crazy if you ask me. You can already see quite a bit of a height difference between the two. Now blue just drives in with that Osotogari. White tried to defend, but I think just didn't have enough length to stop this big guy just coming all the way over the top with the Osotogari. Look at that. Goes again. Gets it. This next one, Kochi Makikomi, kind of the opposite situation. Blue, definitely the shorter guy, and just stays really attached to that leg, doesn't give up, keeps driving, and just waited for the opportunity to put all his weight on that supporting leg. Here's another big one. Classic drop down Hiroinage. Watch what white does with his right hand, just removing blue's hand, freeing up that shoulder so he can drop in there. I always have to do that sort of stuff because I cannot do Hiroinage for the life of me if someone's got their hand around my shoulder. One of my favorite techniques, Tomoinage. Now white, he thought about defending, but I mean sometimes you just got to take the fall. Nice haraigoshi here. In, nice and tight. And this is Japaridze, who he's had a few techniques in this video, probably someone to keep an eye on in the senior tournaments. This is a really nice one as well, bit of newaza. Starts on the feet though. Just a nice foot sweep to get him down. And you can see he's kind of locked around that leg, but it's really the hands which are setting this up. And he's going to be applying a lot of pressure around the neck and the head in a minute. There it is, and that's what's forcing blue to roll over here. And we've still got that leg in play, and he's going to look to remove it once he just secures the top half a little bit more. Getting on top, using the legs to just kind of kick out, push out, whatever you can do, because you can't use your hands when they're all locked up like that. And here comes the knee pass. So a really nice sequence on the ground here. I guess we've got to call this a kata gatame, the finishing position here. This one kind of reminds me of abe hifumi a little bit. Double sleeve, attacking that leg with the osoto, but then turning it ultimately into a kind of a seioi otoshi. How about that? Good control. And his opponent just went bouncing off the mat. This one, I really like the commitment. Look at the jump in there. Goes in deep with the arm, locks up the head. Off the sleeve, driving uchigari. Very hard to execute these kinds of uchigaris when you don't really have control with that lapel hand. I mean, that was all done with the leg, reaping at the perfect time. These guys are in tight. I guess that's a hizaguruma. Sometimes I really struggle to just differentiate between sasai and hizaguruma. I mean, the leg looked kind of low for a hizaguruma, but I mean, the way he fell makes me think hizaguruma. Anyway, this one, a nice taotoshi, awkward to deal with that grip around the armpit. And there's a lot of pressure when he jumps down there, pushing against the knees with his hip. This also though, I didn't think he was going to get it. But just as he drops down, he just lands it perfectly. This next one, I mean, White, he was down on the scoreboard. Just wanted to go forward, try something. 40 seconds left on the clock. Blue picks him up, dumps him. Nice Uchimata. Blue here, throwing a lot of things at White, but White just stayed, balanced, in control, looked for his opportunities. He almost got thrown for putting that big hand over the top. It is a bit risky to do that sometimes. Good old standing ippon seoi. Good to see the Europeans doing this. I feel like this is more of a Japanese technique. Don't see a lot of Europeans doing standing ippon seoi.
No.
Now this Uchimata, this had me really impressed as an Uchimata player myself. This looks like an Aiotsu situation, which makes Uchimata difficult as it is, but he didn't even have a lapel hand. Just went from the sleeve, jumped in there, grabbed onto something, and made it happen. Really impressive stuff. This one, another Kosoto Gake. We've seen a couple of them in this video so far. And here was almost another one, but White, he manages to get some kind of rotation going on here and just finishes the throw. It looks kind of weird, but maybe it's an obi torigaishi. Maybe. Speaking of obi, I mean, White, he had some grips around the belt, didn't really make good use of them. And then Blue just found an ochigari here. Look at that. I feel like White was just digging his own grave, taking that grip. This is an interesting kataguruma, kind of like Heidarov, but really takes two stabs at it. Which is interesting, kind of lunging in there, and then doing a second lunge. Another sode. I did say there were lots of sodes in this video. This is from Jabanashvili. I feel like he might have had one of the earlier ones as well. Uranage. Not the most beautiful one, but still an ippon nonetheless. And we've just got a few more to go, guys, so if you made it this far, hope you liked the video. Hope you are subscribed to the channel. Who watches a 9-minute video and isn't subscribed? Now, we've got the Tokyo Grand Slam coming up in about 2 weeks. I think it's the first weekend in December. It's going to be really good. I'll be making a lot of videos about that. I'm going to be covering a lot of the footage. It's going to be a good one. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.